Welcome everybody to a look at another Raro video release, and it is 1974's Shoot First, Die Later. So I'd just first like to apologise for the lateness of actually getting around to this, because this did come out earlier in the year. Somehow it just missed me completely by chance. Didn't for some reason pre-order it, didn't buy it when it came out. But yeah, at least now that I have got it, I did get it on offer, as there was a 2 for £22 sale on Radiance Films releases, so at least I got it cheap. So yeah, this is the second effort from director Fernando Di Leo to be released this year, after I think The Boss was the first one, or Rulers of the City, one or the other. But yeah, he also did the likes of Caliber 9, the Italian Connection, Rulers of the City, and Blood and Diamonds. So this is I'm going to butcher this again. A Poliziotteschi noir drama. Hope I've said that right. Clocks in at 90 minutes long. Stars Luke Miranda, who was also in The Violent Professionals and Silent Action, two other similar efforts to this one. Also stars Richard Conti, who long after his most of his well-known American releases had been brought out, he was in the Italian cinema industry for a while. So he was also in The Violent Professionals, as well as The Boss and Tony Ozenta. And finally, Delia Baccardo, who is also in High Crime and Silent Action as well. So, like a lot of the Shaw Brothers Hong Kong films that we've talked about, there's a lot of cross pollination between films and actors and directors and such. So yeah, a policeman who has dealings with local crime begins to get in over his head. At first content with taking payments for helping contraband tobacco and alcohol escape the notice of the authorities, he draws a line when the criminals get into the drug smuggling business, and as a result, he suddenly faces the consequences of his choice to be a part of the local mobs. So this is another well-executed effort from Di Leo, and although it isn't action-packed as some of his other efforts, there are nonetheless engaging characters and drama when there isn't any action occurring. That said, the plot is bookended by entertaining action, with a car chase starting this off post-credits. That is really well done. Several stunts, people being driving into water, or um, there's a couple of jumps that occur and such and such. So yeah, a really well done car chase in that regard. And then plenty of action to conclude with, including another car chase, although it is a little bit on the shorter side of things. That said, the cast is also good. The pacing is on point. There is solid production value, especially when it does come to the action. A decent score. The plot is overall engaging. There is some effective tension as the walls slowly close in on our lead character. The violence is well executed, and the cinematography is on point as well. So, yeah, overall, another really, really good effort. I think I've given most of Fernando Di Leo's films a 4 out of 5, and this is no different. It is getting a 4 out of 5 comfortably. I really like the more grown-up approach to the characters in this, because our lead character, for instance, has a very effective relationship with his father, who's also in the role of a police officer, and yeah, because of his son's actions, his character does not meet the nicest of endings. So yeah, it's and that obviously informed the rest of the film with our lead character. So yeah, it's really, really good. It's not like some macho kind of thing or anything like that. Our lead character is, like I said, emotionally engaged with his father. They do like each other and such, and yet when his father finds out what he's doing, he's really heartbroken, and you can really see that happening on screen. So yeah, we also got a reversible artwork as well. I think that is the original artwork. It certainly has the original Italian title. And then we have a booklet with this release as well, being the limited edition version. So kind of a Malaise era kind of colour there. Given it is the 70s, that is no surprise. So there's two of the cars in one of the chases. So our lead character is in the police car, although he isn't driving, and then a robber with some jewels, I believe, in a briefcase is in the other one. And yeah, a really fun car chase. And then we've got credits in here as well. And then we've also got Life's a Bitch, the nihilistic despair and moral clarity of Di Leo's Shoot First, Die Later, and that is by Sam Moore. Yeah, not a lengthy write-up or anything like that, and there's not much in the way of shots from the film either. So yeah, but still a decent little booklet there. And then in terms of the disc itself, we've got a high definition digital transfer from the original camera negative. I don't think it's had a massive amount of restoration work done to it, but it still looks and sounds fairly good. It's got Italian and English feature presentations. I only watched it in the Italian version, so I'm not sure how the English dubbing is, whether or not it sounds good or anything, but I imagine it's at least decent enough. And then you got uncompressed mono PCM audio. Then you got a new audio commentary by film critic Travis Woods. Archival interview with director Fernando Di Leo, that clocks in at 25 minutes long. Archival interview with star Luke Miranda, that clocks in at 21 minutes long. Then you got the Italian and English trailers, as well as new artwork based on the original posters by Otello Moro Insonetti, aka Maro. And then new and improved English subtitle translation for the Italian audio and English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing for the English audio. And this is limited to 3,000 copies. So, yeah, surprised this was still going, to be honest. Like I said, it was on sale. So, much like with, what did we review recently? The Shop at Sly Corner. That's also a film that was limited edition, and yet that was also on sale. So, it's a little bit worrying when these films that only have about 3,000, 4,000 copies aren't selling out as quickly as you might expect. But I guess some of them films just aren't all that popular. So, yeah, that's just the way it goes with collecting films. Some films are definitely going to be the real popular ones. Some will sell out immediately. Others will take a little bit more time to actually get noticed and get bought up. So, yeah, but I think this is really, really good. And like I said, another really solid effort from Di Leo. Don't think we've got that much else from him in terms of this kind of film. I think there's a couple more with Luke Miranda in that we're going to get. I'm forgetting what I literally looked them up only about 5 minutes ago. But there are a couple of others. I do believe that RaroVideo in the US have released box sets of Fernando Di Leo's films, and this was part of the second box set. So maybe there's more in those box sets that we've yet to see get released via Radiance Films over here. But regardless, if we do get any more or not, then that's just the way it is. But if we can get more films within the genre, regardless, then that'd be great, because I am a really big fan of the Poliziotteschi films, to be honest. So yeah, highly recommend seeing this if you haven't already, especially if you're into these kind of films. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.